Welcome to Coastal Cooking with your host, Carmela Campbell. Coastal Cooking is celebrating our 20th anniversary of bringing you the Gulf Coast's finest chefs cooking their delicious recipes with natural gas. This show is brought to you by Pensacola Energy, clean, efficient, natural gas. And now, Coastal Cooking.
My guest today is Executive Chef Gus Silvos from Nancy's Catering and Events.
Hi, Carmela.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Always wonderful to have you back.
Always great to be here.
And we have got some exciting news for our viewers.
Absolutely. So, you know, Nancy's Catering and Events, we've been there on Scenic Highway, the little blue building. And in the past, we have had, you know, a lot of retail items in the front. So now we have changed a little bit the theme and the concept to where we're actually taking most of that retail items out and the big tables that we used to have there. And now we have smaller tables and chairs that people can come in and sit down and really enjoy a lunch deli style. So they can come order. We have a lot of salads and sandwiches, a great assortment, as well as hot entrees that we have each day. We're open there Monday through Saturday. And then, of course, we still do our dinners for people to pick up. That menu for the dinners changes every week.
Right.
The lunch menu is there for right now. And then, of course, we'll tweak it and change it as the seasons come around.
But it's so nice to have another sit-down, or sit-in, sit-down, however you want to call it, place for lunch.
That's right.
Perfect.
It has worked out really well, and people have really made some positive comments about it. And then it also gives us some flexibility when we do our scopolas nights and other dinners that really we don't have to have, you know, just these big tables there, community style, so we can do individual tables. So if people want to sit together, they can. If they want to sit, you know, by themselves, they can do that as well. So it gives us a lot more options.
Yes. Well, today you'll be showing our viewers also 3 samples of your salad, sandwich, and
one of the entrees that we do on our lunch menu. So the first one that I was going to do is a salad, which is our quinoa salad. You know, quinoa has shown up on the menus here in the last 5-7 years in restaurants. It's a gluten-free grain product, very high in protein and fiber. So it's really, again, well received, and people like it as an alternative to some kind of a protein on a salad, that you don't have to have chicken or fish or what have you. And what we've done is we made it with the Bibb lettuce, which Bibb lettuce is also known as Boston lettuce. It's a nice firm head that actually leafy, that has a little buttery flavor to it. It's kind of unique in that sense. It is a little more fragile than most lettuce. As a matter of fact, a lot of times you'll see it packaged up in little plastic containers. Much of it is done hydroponic grown. And another tidbit, you know, it is a horticulturist in Kentucky that actually came up with it. His last name was Bibb, and that's how the name came to be. So it's really quite nice. So we're going to start with the first thing that I'm going to do is take bacon that we've partially cooked. So any kind of hickory or smoked bacon that you find at the store, cook it about halfway, so maybe about 6-7 minutes, and then take a little bit of maple syrup and pour on top of the bacon. If you don't have maple syrup, if you got brown sugar, it'll work, you know, similar. And so just coat the whole bacon strips like so, and then put it back in the oven about 350, 360. To crisp it up a little bit. In the meantime, we'll take the Bibb lettuce, and like I said, all you got to do is just kind of break it off.
You know what I like this for? Is to make little roll-ups.
Yeah, they work really well.
Instead of a bread?
That's right, that's right. And it works really well to do a little lettuce wrap. Yeah, like that. Yeah, it sure does. We use it a lot in sandwiches as well, because again, it's a little more flavor to that sandwich rather than using a romaine or
you can basically
iceberg.
Eat the whole leaf. You know, the ribs are very tender too.
They are very tender. As a matter of fact, that's really what has a lot of the nutty flavor. It's a little bit of that is in the lettuce leaves, the stem, I mean. So we're just going to break it up just a little bit. You can use a knife, or you can just, you know, break it up like I'm doing, which you get to play with it a little bit.
Makes it a little bit easier to eat,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
So the quinoa is primarily a grain. You would cook it like rice. Okay, so you would need to boil it for about 17 to 20 minutes, and then drain it. It kind of breaks the little seed there. So what we'll do with it is actually toss it with a little bit of white balsamic vinaigrette. And this is white balsamic vinegar with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. We do a little bit of mustard in there and a little bit of brown sugar. Okay. And just process that together. And that just, it's nice just to toss that dressing in with the lettuce, so that way all of it gets coated and you don't have to necessarily pour it on top. So you could prepare everything at home, have it ready like we do here, and just kind of put it all together right before you're ready to eat it. Now, what I'll do with it is just come right into the plate. And then
just pile it up, huh?
Just pile it up like that. And then we can come in and really kind of garnish it afterwards.
And this is red quinoa?
Red quinoa, yep, sure is.
Pretty color on that salad.
It does, it gives it a really nice color, and again, the protein and the fiber is really nice. We want to always, you know, in a salad you want a little crunch to it. So we got a couple things that we do a crunch with. Hazelnuts, we've taken them, toasted them in the oven for just a little bit. If you don't want to use hazelnuts, which right now, I guess just about every nut is going crazy in price just because of California drought. But you could use cashews, you could use pistachios, you know, either one. But so we take them and just kind of put the hazelnuts on here, and let me check on the bacon.
Nice and crisp.
Yeah, very nice. It smells really great.
Boy, it does, Gus.
Don't it, though?
Uh-huh. What a great addition to the bacon.
Yeah, it really just adds some nice flavor all the way through. So all I'm doing with it is just...
Now, can you serve it like this?
Yes.
Or do you wait for it to cool off any?
If you let it cool off a little bit, it will crisp up a little bit more. But I'm just kind of chopping it right as it comes off of there. But certainly, yes, it will. And then you take it and put it right on there. So you got another element to the salad. And then after that, a little garnish of some apple slices.
What did you have this soaking in?
And this is lemon water.
Lemon water.
So it's got water with a few drops of lemon juice. So what you can do with the apple is cut it ahead of time, and it will keep it from turning brown.
Yes.
So this is our quinoa salad.
Isn't that beautiful?
That we have. So it has really a lot of flavor and color to it, and really quite unique as far as an alternative salad that you would find.
So healthy.
Yeah, and healthy too.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially the bacon, right?
Especially the bacon. That's right. You have to just eat every morsel of this, right?
Absolutely.
To enjoy that.
Absolutely.
This is our first dish. We're going to take a commercial break and come back with a special sandwich from Nancy's. Stay with us.
Heat pumps don't pump much heat. In fact, heat from an efficient natural gas heater can be 30% warmer, and you can get up to an $800 rebate when you install one. Warming up to natural gas yet? Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Did you know that BTU for BTU natural gas can be up to 50% cheaper than electricity? And did you know Pensacola Energy is offering rebates up to $1,000 when you switch from an electric water heater to natural gas? In the end, it's your money. You can put it in your pocket, or you can watch it go down the drain. Contact Pensacola Energy to learn how you can start saving now.
Heating water with electricity versus natural gas can cost twice as much, and tankless natural gas water heaters can add even more savings. So don't get soaked with higher energy costs. Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Our next dish from Nancy's is one of your sandwich selections.
It is, and it's a Southern BLT.
Oh,
so of course, to get Southern, you got to have fried green tomatoes.
Of course.
So what we've done with them is slice them and did them in the flour, egg wash, and cracker meal. So we're just going to recoat them just a little bit with cracker meal here to finish them off. So you can do them ahead of time if you like, and then finish them off just to make sure it's got a little dry surface area here. And then it's going to go right in the canola oil or any other kind of vegetable oil you like to have.
And you definitely want to use green tomatoes, right, guys?
Yes, you do. They're nice and firm. And I think it just adds a lot more character to the sandwich. Of course, BLT, the bacon, either applewood smoked if you can get that, or any other bacon that you're going to cook either in the pan or in the oven, either way. And then lettuce, we're using some more of the bib lettuce. That's really nice. The sauce actually with that is another version of the Southern twist to it, and that is we're taking some nice local corn and we roast it on the grill, and then we take the corn off and process that with a little bit of mustard, a little mayo, and a dash of Tabasco.
Wow.
So that really gives it a lot more body and flavor rather than just using, maybe regular mayonnaise or even anything else beyond that. So that's what we've done with this.
I can't wait to try that.
We use, of course, we make, which a lot of people don't realize, that we make our own breads at Nancy's. So we do sourdough, we do multigrain, we do a baguette. And all of it's done from scratch. We don't buy it, frozen or anything like that. And then we also do a focaccia that's really excellent. So this is our sourdough that we take. And so we're going to take the roasted corn with the mayonnaise and the mustard and a little bit of Tabasco and spread it onto the bread.
And you toasted this?
Yes, and I pre-toasted that. So you can toast it on the grill if you want, if you're doing the corn. And you can toast it a little bit ahead of time, it's fine. So we'll check on the tomatoes, and they are cooking really nicely. Of course, cooking with gas always helps in controlling the temperature and just everything about it. I guess that's why most chefs really enjoy doing that.
I think it is. It makes all the difference in the world, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
And getting you a good product.
So it gets a nice little color, so it doesn't take very long, maybe about 2-3 minutes. And transfer it onto paper towel so it absorbs some of the remaining grease that's in there. So now we're just going to assemble the sandwich. So we take the tomatoes and arrange them onto the bread, slices of bacon.
And you prefer the apple smoke?
The applewood is really a nice flavor to go with this. And then the bib lettuce. And then we'll take the top.
Oh,
take the knife.
Oh, gosh, that looks delicious.
It is really a very popular sandwich that we have. And of course, one of the things that we also do at Nancy's is the homemade potato chips.
And we won't tell anyone that I've been nibbling on these, will we?
They're really excellent. So most of the sandwiches come with the potato chips unless you wish to have one of the sides being a salad. So you can do that. But otherwise, the chips are really addictive.
That's quite a lunch there.
Yeah, we only cook just a few because everybody wants to nibble on it.
You can't eat just one, can you?
No, you cannot. You cannot. But this is just a sample of one of the sandwiches that we do there. And as you can see, everything is done from scratch and wholesome and really great all the way around.
It's beautiful. Let's put it up next to our salad.
Yes.
And let's talk about some of your catered events.
Yes.
That you all do.
We do anything from weddings to social functions to corporate parties. We also do deliveries to offices. So if somebody needs assorted sandwiches for lunch or a hot lunch, we do deliver it as well. So it's a great way to get something different We have our menu that's on the website, which is under nancyshotaffairs.com, and those items that are available, as well as really we build everything kind of personalized, each function. So menus from weddings or anything else, we try to be as personal as possible, because especially weddings, you have a lot of families, different families that
sure.
obviously they're coming together during marriage. So it's great to take some of that heritage or culture and really integrate it into the food, because ultimately, that's one of the big aspects of a function is that.
And it's such a special day for bride and groom, and it's become a lot more personal. I know that it was when maybe I was married. You just had your traditional cake,
right, and
maybe a groom's cake and little hors d'oeuvres, but now you've got
not anymore.
Mashed potato bars, you've got
macaroni bars,
pasta bars, you've got everything.
It is. There's a lot of action stations, a lot of things that the bride or the groom, like I said, the families that want to have their guests really the experience and the exposure to their culture and their traditions, and sometimes maybe even from different parts of the country.
Yes.
So we take all those elements, and that's what we try to come up with. And the one nice thing is that, at least from the comment standpoint that we get, is that they didn't have to worry about that aspect, which is a great feeling and confidence that they put in us. But we've been doing it for a long time. I'm third generation restaurateur in Pensacola. And we have a great team. We have a lot of people that's been with us for many years. I have people that's worked with me for 24, 25 years, 18 years, and so on. So it's really nice when you have a team like that, because everybody kind of knows and flows kind of like an orchestra.
You couldn't do it without a great team.
No.
Not as efficiently
not.
as you have to.
Absolutely not.
So that makes all the difference in the world too.
Yeah, it really does.
And to have staff that you have worked with for a long time and are really enjoy what they do and do a job very well.
Well, and the customers feel comfortable too, because they've seen those faces. They're familiar faces, especially when we go into homes, because we do private dinners as well. I mean, we did a private dinner for 2 people, because it was their anniversary and they really wanted it to be some special at their house rather than going out. And so we put on, a 5-course dinner for them. And it was very personalized, very unique about it, that they didn't think that could happen, but we made it happen.
Yes.
So it's nice to have that rewards. No, absolutely not.
And you won't forget it.
And I won't forget either, because it really gives us a different sense of meaning as to what we do hospitality-wise.
Oh, absolutely. That's wonderful. Yeah. Well, listen, we got to get busy, because we've got one more dish.
Right.
And this is one of your hot entrees.
It is the hot entree, and that's going to be the scamp that we're going to do.
And we are going to do that right after this break.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
You have a choice. Energy that comes from burning dirty coal, or energy from a clean, natural source. Pensacola Energy Natural Gas. You have a choice. A bulky electric hot water heater that runs out of hot water, or a sleek tankless water heater that gives you hot water for as long as you need it. Choose a natural gas tankless water heater and get up to $1,000 in rebates from Pensacola Energy. To learn more, call Pensacola Energy today.
Cooking with natural gas is more controlled than using an electric range. But more importantly, they're less expensive to operate. Don't get burned with electric. Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Scamp Desoto is next.
It is. And Scamp, for many years, we never had it on the menu. When we were located, Scopola's was located actually on West Cervantes for about 27 years. We opened there in 1959. And we only used to get it from time to time because it was the fisherman's fish. Scamp, of course, is in the grouper family. It's very white, very flaky. It doesn't get very big. It is found in deeper water. So back then, they really didn't go for it very often. So when they caught it, they kept it for themselves. But after a while, we ended up where we were getting it, more frequent. Anyway, so it ended up on the menu. But it's a great, great fish. I think it's one of the treasures that we have here locally that a lot of people, when you say scamp, they're thinking of shrimp, scampi, and you almost have to say scamp the fish. which we did that a lot when we were at Scopolos. And of course, one of our most popular dishes is Scamp Cervantes.
One of your signature dishes,
It is.
isn't it?
It is a signature dish. So this is Scamp Desoto, which Desoto is the street that borders Nancy. We're on the corner of Desoto and Scenic Highway, the blue building on 555, actually, Scenic Highway. So we take the fish, and by the way, we still buy all of our fish whole. So we get our fish, and we break it down ourselves from head to tail, so we know exactly what we're getting in, how fresh it is.
Very good.
And a lot of the telltale signs of a fresh fish, of course, is found in the head. So if you don't have the head, or if you don't have, the whole fish, and a lot of places really just buy the fillets just for convenience and labor and what have you. So, this is, after we fillet it, we're going to put just a little bit of salt and pepper on it. And all we're going to do is just lightly dust it with the flour. This is just all-purpose flour. And we're going to use a little bit of pumice olive oil. This is the like the third press of the olives. So it's not as expensive, and it does really well. So we've preheated the pan, added the olive oil, and we're going to come right in there with the fish fillet. And usually what I do is I put it presentation side down or skin side up. And the reason for it is the fish is going to be the flattest that it's ever going to be raw. Once you cook it on the skin side, it really draws up.
Right.
So that's why you don't want to start it on the skin side. So you want it to get a nice coating and a nice color all the way through. And of course, again, with the gas, once the temperature comes back up, because the temperature will drop once you introduce the fish to the pan, you want to adjust your flame so that it really cooks nice and easy and lightly. The fish doesn't get very big, but it obviously is thicker than flounder or triggerfish. So you do want to control the temperature on it so that you make sure that it cooks all the way through. So as this is cooking, I guess we can talk about other things that, of course, Scenic 90 Cafe, right next to us at Nancy's. We've had the Little Shiny Diner, as a lot of people refer to it.
How many years has it been?
16 years.
16 years.
16 years that we've been there.
My goodness.
And it really has become a great neighborhood spot there. We do, of course, breakfast all day. We have actually incorporated some of the Scopolos menu items over there. And we do a lot of smoked meats. We have a smoker right up front, which a lot of people always tell me
that aroma
it's hard,
as they're driving
it's hard
down?
for them to drive through.
Their car just automatically turns.
We have people that actually pull up and they say, "What are you smoking this week?" And we do. We change it up. We do ribs, we do brisket, we do pulled pork, we do chicken, and then we always have smoked prime rib there, and that is really real good. I mean, that has gone over really well. And of course, right now with in season is the soft shell crabs, fresh soft shell crabs. So we're doing soft shell crabs that as an entree, and we also do it as a sandwich. We're doing it on a brioche bread with a Napa cabbage slaw. It's really good.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's very good. So at Scenic 90 Cafe, we're open there, of course, every day for 7 days. Monday's the only day that we close early at 3. But otherwise, breakfast is there every day. So it's nice and convenient having both places on the same block.
So close together, because I don't know how else you would do it.
No, I don't know either.
You can't be two places at once, but at least you're close enough that you can run back and forth, right, guys?
Yes, exactly.
And now let's talk about your drive-through pickup.
It is, that's right. So
and that's at Nancy's.
At Nancy's, we do have a drive-through. So we have, people that call up, whether they're in a hurry to get home or they've just gotten off from maybe working out, or they have kids in the car, so they can call ahead, place the order. As a matter of fact, when they give us their email address, we email the menu to them every week. So they don't have to go on the website to find it. It's there. They'll call, order it, give us a credit card. All they have to do is stop through. We give them their food, and off they go. So it's a great convenience to have, and really a lot of people don't realize that we have that.
No,
the
it's in the back.
It's on the side there, yeah. Right on DeSoto, actually.
Right.
On DeSoto Street.
Right. While you finish this fish, I need to give everyone a telephone number.
Okay.
If you would like written copies of today's recipes, you can call Pensacola Energy at 436-5050, or you can visit our website, www.coastalcooking.com.
Okay, so we're taking the scamp now out of the pan, and what I like about it, in the pan you have all the drippings, the flavor. We come right in with about 2 ounces of wine, and crank up the heat because we're going to reduce that. So we add a little bit of butter, whole butter, and just a tad of lemon juice. And see, all the flavor and everything is really at the bottom of the sauté pan, so what's referred to as the fond. So that's going to be part of the sauce, and that's the nice thing in cooking and sautéing things in a pan, because really you trap all those flavors from that protein. And by boiling away the liquid, the reduction process then intensifies the flavor and actually makes it sauce-like. The butter, of course, gives it that velvety, smooth taste to it. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to use on top of the fish. Now, every hot entree comes with chef's accompaniments of either starch or a vegetable of that day or what we have for the week. So, so again, most everything is $12 is the most on the entrees. So it's a complete meal.
Yes, absolutely. You can't beat it.
And for fresh fish and really local product, it's really a great deal.
And your blue plate specials?
The blue plate is $8.
$8, yeah.
$8.
You get an entree and 2 sides?
Entree and 2 sides. A ribeye steak for $12 to get. I mean, people come in and they go, "Oh my God, I can't even go to the grocery store
to buy one." And then I have to cook it?
And cook it on top of that. And clean up. So you can see as it reduces how it's really coming together as a sauce, so it's not as loose as it was before. And all I'm going to do with that is add a little bit of chopped parsley to the pan, and that's going to go over the fish.
Looks perfect.
Yeah, so it almost looks like caramel by the time it gets there.
Well, Gus, as we close, we want everyone to know that they can find any information they want on Nancy's website, nancyshotaffairs.com.
Absolutely. As far as the menu or anything else about catering, weddings, and please give us a call, because we do like to personalize and tailor make.
Yes.
So we don't have a lot of menus there that people, are selecting this and that. We like to really customize and personalize it for each party.
And you do such a good job.
Thank you.
As you did here today.
Thanks.
Our 3 dishes from your new lunch service.
Yes.
Just perfect.
Come join us there.
Yes.
We're open every day, Monday through Saturday.
Or for breakfast or for dinner.
Or breakfast. Yeah, we do brioche. We do a salmon and goat cheese panini for breakfast. Or lunch.
That's right. And just an ever-changing menu. You can't get better than that. Thank you so much for sharing all of these great dishes with us. And good luck on that lunch. You'll see me soon.
Absolutely.
And I hope you see a lot of our viewers too. And we hope to see you again next week with more Coastal Cooking.
This has been Coastal Cooking with your host, Carmela Campbell. Coastal Cooking is brought to you by Pensacola Energy, clean, efficient natural gas. Join us each Sunday at 6 p.m. for more Coastal Cooking.